Welcome back everyone to the MSI MOA 2014 editions. That's the No Limit battle today, and we are here. That's the final run. There's 36 minutes left. I'm Truthman from OverClocking-TV, and this is my co-host Dennis from Hardware Asylum.
Hello everyone.
So, what are we doing now is there's 36 minutes left, and in the past 30 minutes the ranking changed. So we still have Wizardy at top spot, second by B-Bots. Stepanzi jumped at the third place, pushing Thirsty at the fourth place like an hour ago. But what is interesting, Wizardy had a huge lead all over the competition of the No Limit battle for the past 8 hours. He was having a huge lead, like by 20, 16 point advance. But now, Wizardy and B-Bots have exactly the same amount of points, and this is just like 30 minutes left. That's gonna be crazy. I think that's gonna be very interesting to see what are the latest things they're gonna do and put out. I heard they have each of the teams have a special hardware they want to plug at the very last time to gain some points. The funny part is that's exactly the same thing they have.
Exactly same process.
They will really be fighting with each other.
So the other two competitors that are technically fighting together are Stepanzi and Toastly. They're both, they took the 3D route, so they've been benching video cards. Stepanzi right now is 42 points, Toastly is in 38 points. Taking a slightly different approach in hardware as well. Toastly is using the R290X, 4-way, 3-way, 2-way, and single card. Stepanzi is going R280, not the X, and is exploiting the fact that not many overclockers have submitted that card for points. And he's doing 3-way, 2-way, and single card.
I see. Oh, there is all good improvement. There's the two guys, Wizardy and B-Bots, did submit exactly scores together, and they both gained 2 points together. So the tie is still in. They have both 60 points. That's going to be crazy for the last 35 minutes of these competitions. Stepanzi have 42 points, while Thirsty have 38. Vivi and all the other guys have stopped benching so far. So Vivi gonna stay with 20 points. He cannot gain any more points. Than
Looking around the room, we see maybe 5 competitors still benching. Obviously, some of them are just benching for fun because they have not submitted any scores yet. Others are definitely in it for the money running. And we remember the top 5 places pay out cash.
From $500 to $2,500.
$2,500.
So let's see if we can get some information of the screens. We had Stepanzi earlier that was benching with his system. He is now, as you can see, on the right side, eating up the GPU, so maybe he's having some cold boot issues. I just think that he's just warming up to do a complete free run.
Well, he has been benching for the past almost 6 hours constant under LN2. He hasn't torn it down for any water mop-up or anything like that. So he might be running into condensation issues.
He's putting out the fans, so maybe that's the last thing. So Wizardy submit a new score. So Wizardy just submit a last score. Is now taking a bit advance. Is escaping the tie with B-Bots. There's 2 points more now. 62 points for Wizardy and 60 for B-Bots. Well, that's getting tight. What do you think, Dennis, about all these last-minute score submissions?
Oh, well, as they famously call it, popcorn time. Grab a bag of popcorn and see what happens at the very, very end. We have a very tight competition in the top 4 spots. They are still... Oh, you just poured water in there.
Yeah, I put this LN2 in there.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, the 4 people in the top 4 spots are actually still benching, which is also exciting. So they are trying to secure their place, take home some cash. And the difference between 3rd and 4th is basically $500 US. And the same with the difference between 1st and 2nd, I believe, is close to $500 US. But if you go from 2nd to 4th, you lost $1,000 in prize money.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so there's a lot on the line.
You can see here, Thirsty is seems out of the game, but there's 30 minutes left, so maybe we just plug the same card in a new system. It was using the Z97, I think it was using Empower, the same one as they used yesterday for the Classic Battle.
Yep.
So, oh no, he's He's using a new mainboard.
Yeah,
so
he's
as
pulling out
Roman suggested us.
Yeah, the master judge came by and was talking with Tosley about his bench setup and suggested that, well, maybe you need to switch over to the X99 and get a few more CPU points out of his benchmark and be able to get the hardware points he needs to be more competitive with Stepanzi.
So we might have another tie there. Yep. So if he's plugging the card and just getting a few more better scores than he had, he can maybe catch on Stepanzi.
Yep. Well, he'll probably run it on air just so to prevent having to re-prep the board.
Still, Stepanzi is eating up the system, so that will be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So we have Stepanzi fighting with Tosley, while we have Wizardy fighting with Bibochis.
Yep.
And that is very, very tight.
So the challenge here will be, can Tosley set up his system and get some runs in, both in 30 minutes? And will Stepanzi actually mop up his system and then get another run in before the end of the day?
Let's hope they can both make it. So on the right side of the screen, you can see Wizardy that is still benching some of the very low-end systems, while on the left side you have the global view with the right corner having Tosley setting up the new computers.
Yep.
See you guys later. Take care.
Thanks. So the last score submitted by Bibochis was XTU score at 3.3 gigahertz with the Pentium V3430.
Actually, let's pull up the screenshot on that one. I'm curious to see if he did any base clock adjustments.
So let's see the screenshot.
Now, man. A bit of lag.
So let's switch back to the scoreboard, and here we have the scores. So the latest scores we had was from Bibochis at 3.3 gigahertz, the Pentium G3430 at stock, because you cannot modify except the base clock, but that's actually a limited.
Slightly limited. It will increase your memory frequency, which is why one reason I want to look at it. And as we can see, in the upper right, the bus speed is 105.9. So he is running 106 megahertz base clock, which will impact the Northbridge frequency, which is our second CPU Z tab, which will increase the memory to CPU interaction.
And the RAM settings are 9, 12, 12. That's not much of an improvement there, but it's still decent enough for.
It's XMP basically, but he's running 2666, so he basically dropped some sticks in, set the XMP, increased the base clock to increase memory frequency, and then ran the benchmark. That is one reason why he has the score that he has.
I like the way that there's 0 degree. C for the temperature, for the highest temperature. But I mean, it's too low for the software to know what is the temperature.
Yeah. So we have Wizardy.
Wizardy just submitted a new score with the G3240. Let's see what he have. He's running at the same thing. 100.6 megahertz of best clock. Pretty much the same memory settings.
No, I think this is the same screenshot.
No?
Yeah, I think it is. Try this one. Yeah.
No, it's different one.
Oh yeah. Right here, click this one.
So that's Wizardy. The G.
Yeah.
G3240. This and power 45. For here we have.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, see, 104 megahertz base clock. Memory frequency, really impressive Northbridge frequency, 3.4 gigahertz. DRAM frequency is at 22. So he increased the Northbridge frequency to increase his XPU score, but then lowered the memory speed to match the XMP settings and remain stable.
The funny thing we can see right now is this: the highest CPU temperature is 57 degrees. So that means it's using just the CPU pod like this, or kind of like air cooling.
Yep.
It's using on that one. So that's actually interesting to see that Wizardy and BeeBoyG's are actually fighting to be very close from each other in this top ranking. Let's switch back to the Wizardy view, so we know exactly what's going on there. So far, Wizardy have now 64 points, while BeeBoyG's have 62 points.
Wow.
That's a very tight competition right here.
Very impressive. I am looking forward to see how this will pan out in the next 20 minutes.
20 minutes or so, yeah. So we're still waiting for Stepanzi to submit some new scores, and maybe Tolsty will have time to redo the complete systems before it's too late.
Stepanzi has a motherboard in hand. This does not look good.
So do you think he
might actually be done.
So Wizardy is just waiting for the benchmark to finish. It's a long benchmark. It's using just the 2D and legacy benchmarks.
Yep.
While here on Tolsty screens is maybe setting up the last few details to make sure that the system is running as expected before mounting everything to gain the last few points in reserve. Right here is Stepanzi. It seems like he's unmounting some of the things. Maybe he doesn't think that he can come back in the game in the last 25 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see, what's he got in his hand there?
Yeah.
Looks like zip ties.
Oh, that's the fixation for the CPU bot?
Yep.
And he's maybe looking for something to do one last run here. As you can see in the very back, the guy being feeling anxious and moving a lot is Wizardy with all the people around. He's the last one to have the few scores to submit. He's still in the lead, but only by 2-point advance. While on the other side of the room we have BeeBoyG's that was benching a few minutes ago still. So let's go back to Tolsty. Tolsty put some LN2 on it. I will go make a last run with the overclockers and see what they're planning, and we'll be coming back. So Wizardy just submitted new scores and is getting 2 more points, so it's 60 points now, and BeeBoyG is second place, 62 points. So Wizardy is creating the lead, 4 points. That's very tight. He's very stressed. You can see it on the live. He's actually moving, talking with the judge, making sure that all the scores are fine and there is not anything missing to get disqualified after the event. Okay, and I'm back. I just went to check what Wizardy was doing. So on the right side of the screen, we had before Stepanzi.
Yep.
Stepanzi is packing because he called it a day. He ran 21 benchmarks over the past 9 hours.
Very, very impressive.
So he says, I can't do anything more.
Yep.
So it's just packing up everything and hoping that no one will catch up with his course. So that will all depend on Tolsty.
Yep, Tolsty is actually still benching, although he has a video card in hand right now, so he might be having issues getting it to run.
We try to get the screen of Tolsty to see if we can have some feedbacks about what he's doing and which benchmark he's trying to get. And here we go, we can have the screen of Tolsty benching line.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's going to bench 3D Mark Fire Strike.
Okay, that's his second card then. I was looking at the one he had in his hand.
So that's the 3D Mark Fire Strike benchmark. Graphical benchmark is only using one graphic cards because it doesn't have that much time left.
Right.
To do a
and he's doing this video card on air, so L2 will be really quick and easy. Custom. Alright, so it's moving around, but here's just testing.
So he's just testing the frequencies and if the system is stable. He has the card on air cooling. It doesn't use any fixation on the CPU pods. It's just maybe trying to make sure the benchmark can run.
Yeah, he's testing CPU frequency. What he was losing before was he's trying to make a gain in his CPU score for the submissions that he was doing because he was right behind where he needed to be to get points. So right now he's overclocking the CPU, figuring out what frequency he can use for voltages and temperature. Windows 8.
That's actually weird, he's using Windows 8.
Yeah.
So Tolsty, Stepanzi has finished base only Bibojis, and Wizardy competing to fight against each other to get to the top spot. Wizardy is still first with 66 points, while Bibojis is second with 62 points. There is only 17 minutes left in this competition. The MSI MOA 2014 edition in Taipei, Taiwan. That's the no-limit battle, and there's 18 people competing from 15 different countries. This is awesome! And they all try to compete for 16,000 of cash price.
16,000?
$16,000 US dollars.
Yep.
You can see he's still trying to get the system working as best. It's not always easy to make everything work as expected. You always have some issues, especially when you are remounting the complete system in a rush like this.
Yep.
You have 16 minutes left to finish mounting the system, make sure it works, run the benchmark, and launch the benchmark.
Yep.
because he's best at everything.
So now he's putting back the VGA cards.
And it's going to be doing three-way, it looks like.
So he's pretty confident that all the cards will be working as expected right away. Maybe he already knows how far they can go and at which temperature they need to be, because he has been benching these cards for the COVID weekend.
So a picture of him where he looks like this, and then
Question from the chat from James. I'm not sure if Stepanzi is still affiliated with NCN.
There's something happening near the French guy Wizardy. There seems to have some scores that will happen in the near future. Let's see if we can get that on the line.
this one.
Are we getting power? Oh, he's powered up system. We are set and ready to go. Are we going to watch Toasty do everything?
Yep.
All right.
I try to make things happen. So we were watching Toasty while there is Wizardy trying to finish the latest scores. He's submitting one of the scores to the ranking. That ranking will be updated quite soon. They are checking the screenshots. He's confident enough to win some more fun about that. We have now the string from Toasty is preparing to run First Strike benchmark with this three-way of the R29 graphic cards. As it's a new mainboard, is actually in the need of installing some of the new drivers for the mainboard to work completely. He's now using the X99S M Power from MSI. And he's not confident. There's only 13 minutes left, so he doesn't feel confident enough that he can do it. He's making sure that all the cards are being there. I think the card was not detected in the benchmark.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I hope that he checked that there's no cut on the PCI Express, so that the switch is all on, and that he can go and bench with it.
Yeah. Well, if he starts the benchmark before the end of the competition, he will be allowed to finish.
So we have Toasty here, benching cards and trying to get everything he can. You can see he's very stressed, trying to make it to make sure that everything will be alright and he can get a decent score.
Yeah. Make sure that everything gets detected the way it should be.
Starting the driver again.
Yep.
We're running into some small issues.
It is crunch time right now, so
that's the popcorn time. He's stressed. There's a lot of people going around the overclockers to make sure that that's going to be the final call in the near future.
it's definitely going to need a refill on the LN2 if he can get this thing working.
So we just reboot the system. There's only 12 minutes left in this competition in the No Limit battle. This is getting tight. Wizardy is almost confident. He's feeling very stressed. He is going to the judge table to make sure that all his scores are correct. He doesn't want to lose point because he didn't submit the right screenshot or with the right information on it.
12 minutes left. We're watching Toastly here because he is could be posed to move into third place.
So right now Wizardy is winning, right?
Yes.
But this stuff looks like still tired.
Yeah, most people. Oh, we got some tissue packing there.
I mean, sure, yeah.
So Toasty seems he can still make it, going to Windows 8.1. There's only 10 minutes left. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in this No Limit battle. This is getting very tight. We can switch to B-Bochis. This guy from Indonesia is actually the contender, is trying to catch up on Wizardy scores. But Wizardy is still benching although. So these three guys, Wizardy, B-Bochis, and Toasty are still benching for this No Limit battle in the MSI MOA 2014 edition. This is awesome and this is getting crazy. There's only 10 minutes left in this competition. Who will win? Will Wizardy keep in the first spot? I cannot do it anymore. He's running without insulation. How can he do it? There's a lot of condensation in the room. Oh, I can't even speak anymore.
This doesn't make any sense, but I'm still talking anyway.
This doesn't make any sense anymore.
Please watch this show again and make many clicks on our advertisement. Yes, please. You're so like that, like pretend Indian guy.
I said terrible chicken curry. So as you can see, Wizardy is not even in front of the computer because the computer doesn't need to have a lot of attention, but it's taking a long time to run the benchmark on these very low-end CPUs.
We have a lot of people standing around our MSI laptop.
Look at that, watching the screen.
Yep, watching the screen.
So Toasty is back at benching. He's using still the R9 290.
Hey, he's setting clocks now. This is good. Good sign.
So there's only 8 minutes 46 seconds left in this competition. Wizardy just submit one of the new scores, so he's now have 2 points more. So he's creating the leads with B-Bochis, 2 more points. So there is a 68 points for Wizardy, while there's only 62 points for B-Bochis. B-Bochis that you will see in the next few seconds. B-Bochis is still benching on his setup. He's trying to find the best out of what he has. As you can see, he's benching without insulation, a very tight insulation, I would say. A lot of tissue paper, just to soak up all the water.
Yep. It's the very quick and dirty way to insulate when you're only going to be doing a quick run like this. That's a very large fan. 38 millimeter. It's like
so is blowing bring the fan into the CPU box?
No, reverse. He's pulling it.
Oh, reverse, pulling up the. So Wizard T is still trying to submit the last scores. It's just waiting for the benchmark to finish. It's a benchmark taking a very long time on these very low end CPUs. He was benching W prime, the W prime benchmark. So it's a 2D benchmark.
That one takes a long time to run.
But it doesn't matter. You have to launch the benchmark before the end of the competition.
Yep.
That means in the next 7 minutes, if you finish that score, you can launch another one and get even more points for that.
If it finishes before that.
If it finishes. Our Indonesian friends still pushing hard, while we are Toasty benching Firestrike. So Firestrike is going through, if he's going through this benchmark, he might be able to take again the spot from Stepansi.
Yes.
So that would be a very good
although I think
comeback.
This is a test run because he started in the second stage. I don't believe I saw the first stage go.
I think it was running already because he's waiting for the. You only have 6 minutes left from now to run the benchmark completely, so I think he's already running the benchmark.
Yep.
So is that a freeze or not? Just
maybe. Yeah, he's stirring up the screen, so yeah, it's a freeze.
As you can see, he's disappointed. The benchmark didn't pass through all the end.
Nope.
It's gonna be hard for him to make sure. Oh, B-Bot-Ts is actually submitting a score. They're calling out the judge. You can see he's like trying to make sure that's the thing. Asking for the judge. That would be interesting to see if we can catch up on Wizard T because they're using the same kind of CPU. So actually, when B-Bot-Ts submit a strong score, is actually getting points and removing points from our friends Wizard T.
Exactly.
That is crazy. So Wizard T is all those there. He's stressed. You can see he's like having the judge around him to be able to take the screenshot. So if he also have a new score to submit, that would be very tight. That would be very tight things. There's only 5 minutes left in this competition.
5 minutes left. It hasn't gotten announced yet, though.
5 minutes left.
Yeah.
There's only 5 minutes. He's still submitting the scores. He still have time to maybe run a new one. What is he doing? He's rebooting the system now.
Yep.
That is a tight battle. Anyone between Wizard T and B-Bot-Ts can make the change. We're seeing the USB key being handed to the leaderboard people at HWBot. They will be verifying the screenshot and posting that on the leaderboard directly. Once that is done, well, it's just a matter of time to see who's gonna win this round. MSI
All right, Toasty's running again.
So Toasty is running again on 3D Mark Firestrike. Let's go back to him. And this is the first
stage in the 4-stage benchmark. This is the one that I use to gauge whether or not the run is going to be good. And right about here is when it changes.
There's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this second part of the MSI MOA.
There won't be enough time for Toasty to restart this one if it doesn't complete. Or if he finishes, he won't be able to run it again, I should say.
A quick word about B-Bot-Ts is actually over. I don't think that he will be benched again before this end of the round. While Wizard T is still waiting for the last benchmark to run and give him the score. So that would be a very tight schedule. So this is the very end. There's 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this MSI MOA 2014 edition. That's the No-Limit battle.
Yep.
There is $2,500 of cash for the first one. Yeah. So there's still a 68 points for our friends Wizardy. And it's just to meet the new scores that moves to 70 points. So it's creating an 8-point lead in this competition. And it's actually finishing to tweak the system to maybe run again the benchmark and get even more points for that. As we saw a minute ago, we saw that no, Bibochis is actually benching again. Will he make it in time? There's only 2 minutes left in this round. 2 minutes left now. Bibochis is trying to compete with Wizardy to get the first spot and the $2,500 for that, while Wizardy is trying to keep the lead on and creating the lead by 2 points every time he submits the new scores. That's intense. Torsty is still benching to catch up on Stepanzi. Stepanzi that is actually right close to us, and he might get kicked out from the 3rd place. You might be. So we have Stepanzi behind us. Hi, Stepanzi.
What's up, buddy?
Doing good. So you might be kicked out from the 3rd place. What do you think?
I don't know. It's coming down to literally. Oh, you're literally watching him.
We're watching him right now. We're watching you too a couple times.
What is he benching right now?
Fire Strike.
No, but what GPU and CPU?
It's R290X on X99.
Really, R290X. That's actually not a bad pick.
And there's 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this no limit battle.
Smash.
So this is his last run.
Done.
Oh no no no
Oh,
no
go back,
no!
go back,
That's
go back,
the
go back.
benchmark. 23K. Is that good enough?
I'm not sure.
I don't think that's good enough. No, he's taking the screenshot still.
He's gonna take the screenshot.
No, he's yes. Roman asked him if he want to take the screenshots, and he says no. So maybe he's out.
He might be out.
Might be out.
He's not taking the screenshot.
Damn.
Well, he deserves
So
it. He was
maybe
benching
that's
hard, man.
so. That's the thing is there's 30 seconds left now. Wizardy is still in the lead with 70 points, but Bibochis submitted the scores and is now at 64 points. There's only 6 point difference between the two guys. 6 points and $500.
This.
So Thirsty might be benching again. Bibochis is feeling speechless. There's 14 seconds left in these competitions. That's going to be almost the end. We can also see that Wizardy is still saving a benchmark. There's a lot of people around him. It's getting tight. There's 10 seconds left now. Like 5 seconds left. And
time's up. Bench really fine.
Congrats, man.
And that's the end of this no limit battle.
Finally did something.
Congratulations, man! You're 3rd. Good job. Thirsty seems desperate. He seems desperate. It seems like
Wizardy killed it, man.
Yeah. He did it.
How many points did he end up with? 70?
70.
so.
I thought my
Even
42 was good.
Bibochis was actually pretty stressed. You can see it like a smile on his face, like, "Oh, thanks God, it's finished."
All right, all the contestants, may I have attention here, please?
Alright, guys, we have a good one. See you soon.
So we're gonna have last few rounds. Thirsty is desperate. He worked that hard in the last 20 minutes to rebuild the complete system, go on, install the driver, make sure it's working, and try to run the benchmark.
And he had an amazing 4-way run that had a riser card having the air card above all the other ones.
Sally is taking ages for him to take the screenshots with the CPUZ, the X99 platform of some.
It takes forever.
It takes forever to just open the CPUZ tool to make the validation.
Yep.
While if we go back to Bibochis, is actually finishing the last few run of the benchmarks. We have Wizardy that is. He is having a big smile. He's taking picture because he knows that he won this no limit battle. My prediction were correct.
Yay!
He's winning the no limit battles. And
Congratulations.
congratulations to all the contestants that did compete today and yesterday in these 2-day competitions at the MSI MOA 2014.
All the gears that you got for this 2 days event, except CPU, power, and monitor, all the things that you can bring at home with you. And also for our top 3 winner for classic battle, Vivi, policy and also, of course,
So, as you heard in the background, the overclockers here, even if they didn't win any cash prize, they can go back home with all the hardware they had, except for the monitor, PSU, and CPU. So that means they all went home with a G97 M-Power mainboard, the X99S M-Power mainboard, the VGA, the 780 Ti Lightning graphic card that we're using yesterday.
Yep.
They can also go home with some DDR4 and DDR3 from G-Skill. They can go home with the HyperX SSD, the Seasonic keyboard and mouses, SteelSeries keyboard and mouses.
Yep.
And
overall, that's close to $2,000 US of hardware if you bought it, if you're able to buy it retail.
And the best thing is the 780 Ti Lightning. You cannot even buy it.
Nope.
It's a very special limited edition, so only those guys have it. There's maybe like 20 pieces in the world now.
Yep.
So as you can see on the screen, Beatbox this is just finishing the last one of the benchmark. It's just cooling his face down with the fan.
Gotta relax.
That's good. These guys have been benching for the past 8 hours. That's crazy.
Yep. Well, and it was very casual. As I mentioned early in the stream, this is a casual style of benchmarking. You sit down for a few hours, you just get as best scores as you possibly can. In case of Wizardly, he was benching many CPUs through all the 2D benchmarks. Stepanzi was doing the same thing, but with 3 different video cards across all the 3D benches. Tosley was doing the same thing. It all paid off. A lot of these competitors that were submitting scores are exploiting strategies, so they were looking for ways to get easy hardware points.
They wanted to be sure that they can get enough points to not spend time on the same system, because we had exactly the 2 different ways. Like the 2 people that are in first and second position today choose the path of a lot of hardware, not so many tweaking and trying to get the big scores. While Toasty and Stepanzi, they were actually like trying to do good scores to get more points and so on. But that's actually like 2 different strategies for that. So who is in 5th place? It's our friend from South Africa, Vivi.
So he wins twice.
So he won $4,000 yesterday at the Classic Battle.
$3,000.
So $3,000 yesterday at the Classic Battle, and he's winning $500 today.
$500, $3,500 plus the hardware.
And the hardware. So he's going back home with a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
So let's see what you can see that some of the guys are now packing up. What's going on? On the right side you have the setup from Wizardly that is now switched off, while you can have some of the people packing up, finishing emptying all the systems.
Yep. Turning the flasks upside down so that they can drain, because there's going to be a lot of condensation, ice in the bottom of them.
Even here, you see Toasty is not happy. He's not happy because it was casual benching for the whole day, but at the very end, he switched the mainboard. He switched the G97 M-Power to the X99.
Well, he ran out of CPU power, and he couldn't get the score he needed, so he needed to change to a different platform. Unfortunately, it was too late in the competition for him to make effective use of that.
Yeah, sadly, I know sometimes you had to make sure that you can make the most out of the hardware you have, but sometimes you run into some limitations. Yep. That limitation was CPU power in this field. But switching from D97 to X99 was you switched architecture, you switched all of the memories. Yep. So he didn't even spend time tweaking the memories and so on. He just loaded. He wanted to have the CPU working to make the GPU benchmark work.
Yeah. Well, he was hoping that the extra, the 16 threads off the 5960X would benefit his benchmark results.
So I think it's time to we will take it easy until the award ceremony. That's going to be in about 20 minutes from now, I think. 20 minutes to the award ceremony. Yep. And we will be streaming live this award ceremony for you guys to make sure that you can watch it. Don't forget, we are still here until for 45 minutes an hour at least, the award ceremony and so on. So don't hesitate. If you have any question, ask us on the Twitch chat. Don't forget to subscribe to our Twitch channel below. You can follow us. You can follow OverClocking-TV on Facebook. You have giveaways there. You can. We actually encourage you to go there to maybe win some nice hardware. You can follow us on Facebook at OverClocking-TV. You can follow us on Twitter at OverClocking-TV too, and right here on Twitch. You can follow Hardware Asylum on the multiple mediums.
Yep, hardwareasylum.com, at Hardware Asylum on Twitter, Hardware Asylum on Facebook. Still working with the Twitter, so once we get to more followers, we can keep that one updated more often.
Yes, we had the giveaway. Let's do. Well, we still have some t-shirts.
You want to do another t-shirt?
Yeah, we still have t-shirts. So that's very close from now. First question: the first guy to answer that win. Who won the No-Limit battle of today? That's very difficult.
Very, very difficult. All right, first person in chat to win, or to write the winner.
We're gonna win a t-shirt.
Wins a t-shirt.
So we are the winner.
Christopher's.
RT Surfers.
RT Surfers.
RT Surfers.
We will have our co-producer PM you with some information.
Okay, I have another question to win this. Who is the second guy in the No-Limit battle? The first guy to answer win!
Second place.
Second place.
First person to write their name.
Massman, come over. He's actually making sure that all the scores are correct before announcing
He's doing some actual work.
The final award ceremony for that. We will be streaming live the award ceremony for you guys to make sure that it's going to be interesting for everyone to make it. We really want to thank you guys for staying with us for the past 2 days.
2 days?
That was very long live stream. We had 12 hours live yesterday, and we are today is almost 9 hours of live. That's like quite exhausting.
Yep. We have a winner.
So the winner is
we got to get it spelled correctly, guys. Yep. Yes. There we go. Yep.
Oh, but you already won something.
Yeah.
Well, DG Turtle Boy, you are winning this also cap. Oh no, we cannot make someone win twice. That's the issue.
Oh yes.
So we cannot take RT Surfers and we cannot take DJ Turtle Boy. Oh damn! So we have to go back in time and see who's saying that. I think that's well. We're gonna ask our producer to check who won what. He's actually checking in the back.
They'll definitely send you a PM once the winner has been picked.
Back to the system, we can have a little view about Indonesian guys that did perform well. B-Boys Jeans, that was actually fighting with our friend Gil Wizardy to get on the top spot. That was a very interesting battle at the end.
Yep.
They were at the first part of the day. Wizardy was taking the lead by 20 points. At one point, he had 24-point advance on the second person, and then the Boji's catch up with them as long as they're like both making new scores. It was interesting to see that in the end there was the tie was so close at the same amount of points with each other. We might have a special guest coming now.
I don't know. Maybe.
And here is Maskman from SWBots.
Hello, everyone.
What do you think about the extreme tight end of this competition in the No-Limit battle?
Pretty good, actually. I liked it. It's pretty exciting to see two guys working their way with low-end CPUs to win $2,500 US.
Because that's like a 50 bucks CPU. It's really low end one.
I think Wizard Team maybe spends, let's say, €500 on CPUs, which he can still sell out again with a minimal loss. So maybe his total investment was €100, and he wins $2,500 US. I think that's a pretty good investment.
That's a lot of investment. He was testing a lot of different benchmarks.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of points per benchmark, but it was like benching a lot of things.
I guess in June.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was fun to see the Indonesian guys trying to fight, like putting on the CPU pod without any fixation on it, just going on for what else it can have as a score.
Well, I mean, in contrary to it says no limits battle, it was actually limited in time. So yeah, you have to work your way through all the benchmarks.
So don't forget, guys, we are taking the questions. If you have any, it would be our pleasure to see if we can answer that. So Masman is going back to the scoreboard to make sure that everything is fine.
We sent him away. So should we just have a couple of overhead cams showing everyone hacking up? Tosley is there having a soda, relaxing.
I'm going to go. I'll talk to you next Monday.
Okay.
Next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday. As you can see, everyone is packing up now. That's gonna be the last few things of this MSI MOA 2014 editions. Editions. Yeah, I was called SM. So we're gonna take a quick break and come back just before the award ceremony is started. So we are back here with the voiceover. Congratulations to Jimba aussi. You won the first things, and that was t-shirts. And the second person to be announced very soon for the OC cap. Congratulations to you guys. A quick announcement for the winner of our second giveaway of a hat. The question was, who is the second person in the ranking of the No-Limit battle at the MSI MOA 2014? The correct answer was B-Boy G's. Nakazato, you won a hat, an MSI OC hat. Congratulations. We will be back in a few minutes for the award ceremony. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, so first,
And we are back for the award ceremony that's starting now.
present the contestants who have picked you. So when you hear your name, please do not hesitate to hop on the stage, okay? Okay, the first one I'm going to call is Nacho Arroyo. Please come on the stage. Stay in the center. First round. Okay. Okay, the second one, let's welcome Sniper Rosie. Come on stage. Okay. Next, let's welcome T4 Dog. Okay, next, Jolio. Jolio, stage. Okay, next, Wizarding. Wizarding, please come on stage. All right. Moose 83, where are you? Moose 83.
So all the contestants are getting the certificate of being the best, one of the contestants for the MSI MOA 2014.
Ready? Please come on stage. Okay, thank you. And B-Boy Jazz. Okay. Oh, Steven Force.
Steven Force from Korea.
Okay. Karina Berry, please come on stage. Okay, Bobby, please come on stage.
That one's new to me. That's a bit simple.
Okay. Extreme Attack, please come on stage. Okay, Dr. Ruiz. Okay, Vivi, please come on stage.
I'd like to
All right, toss me. Okay, Mike CDM. All right, next, Gunslinger. All right, last but not least, Stephens is on stage. All right, next we will present the award to the top voting author who will win the most voting from champion prediction activity online. So now, Roman, please come on stage. I'm going to need your help because this sample actually compares the winner's stand, so we need your help to reveal it. And who win this? He can actually bring an extra VGA card home with him. Okay?
It's not extreme. Yeah, congratulations to B-Boy-G's. Applause.
Sales manager of the MSI VGA department to present prize. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna thank you all for participating in MSI MOA 2014. I know it's been a very exhaustive yet exciting 2 days, right? Right? Okay, and the most important thing is that actually we got some good news here. For No-Limit battle, we actually achieved the highest record ever, 136 categories. Yeah, which is pretty amazing, right?
As I mentioned, this is not a record. This is the global first place and our first place is finishing the naming lately.
Thank you for making it possible. Okay. And next, we'll have Roman to come on stage and maybe summarize the results for us.
Well, summarize. 136. Well, first of all, I would like to thank MSI in general for hosting MOA. I want to hear a big applause for this. And another one for all the MSI staff for helping to make this great event. just kidding. All right. So, No-Limit Stand was very, very incredible. I couldn't believe it actually. When I was following the board and I got called from A to B all the time, yeah. It was amazing. I didn't believe the first place that he would achieve so many scores. It's insane. To have so many scores, hardware top scores on a live event, this is amazing. I want to hear an applause for all the guys participating. And for giving all the judges a hard time to verify 136 scores. Now, of course, most important thing, let's announce the winners. 5th place, Vivi, come on stage. Incredible work, man. Congratulations. So, number 4, Tulsi, come on stage. Very well done. Tulsi achieved some very, very great 3D scores, especially with our 9 series, so applause for this, please. Number 3, Stepans. Nice work.
So we can calculate some kind of a mass of like
also, he was working hard, so give one more applause for him, please.
Should write it. Get everyone set. I already did. Excellent again? Yeah. Say I'm on the back, I think.
So, second, BYGs, where is BYGs? Come to the stage. BYGs managed to run 2 systems all the time by himself, which is a lot to do. So, applause for you, please.
I'm gonna take that and put a beer in it. What are you doing? Oh.
Wizard team, come here. Wizard had by far the best strategy in general. He had so many CPUs he tested, and he kept going from yesterday to today, the whole day. He never stopped, so it's very well deserved. And one more applause for him, please. It's actually almost the end of MIA.
Okay, now can we have all of our top 5 winners to come on stage for a group photo? For top 5 winners, please come on stage. We'll have a group photo. And also, APAC and Roman, please join us.
APAC is actually busy breaking records. So.
Really? So our top 5 winner for No-Limit battles, please come on stage.
Come on, all benchers, come on stage. Or no, not all. Not all.
Ted and Jackie, please join us for the group photo.
Not all.
Okay, thank you all. All right, again, thank you all for participating this time, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you can play with this.
You gotta close out. Oh, you weren't here. It's already done.
And that is the end of the MSI Master Overclocking Arena 2014 edition. Thank you very much, Dennis. You guys can follow Dennis at Hardware Asylum on Twitter and Facebook. So go check out the podcast.
Yeah, hardwaresound.com/podcast.
All right, all the contestants, please attention here.
Bi-weekly episode. Talk about
We
gaming,
do
overclocking,
arrange an after
mother,
party,
enthusiast
so
hardware,
our
just about
shuttle
anything.
Everything that matters to us. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate doing this live for the past 2 days. We had 12 hours yesterday, and we had like more than 9 hours today. It's very interesting to have these kind of settings. Don't forget to let us know the feedback either on the Twitch chat or on the Facebook page. How much you like it, what you like in all this. We're gonna keep improving that over the few next episode. I'm Fruitman from OverClocking-TV. You can follow us on Twitter at OverClocking-TV, same on Instagram, and on Facebook. You can still go on Facebook and go on to win some of the hardware. Maybe one of this mainboard right there. And of course, we want to thank MSI for making this event possible, as well as all the other partners. We had HyperX, G-Scale, Intel, Dimas, Master, and I think we cite them all. And Stitchers. No, we did them? Yeah, sure. Yes. So thank you guys for this kind of event. We hope to see you guys for next year at the MSI MOA and on OverClocking-TV in the next few weeks. There is another live coming in about 3 weeks from now on. So thank you guys for watching. We are signing off, and we hope that you all enjoy this kind of coverage. Bye-bye.